Sagittarius. I don't know why I like to say y'all. I just like the way it just rolls off the tongue. Thanks for coming through though. I'm Star. Of course, this is ascendstar Tarot. And this is going to be for all of my sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mercury, however you identify with Sagittarius. This is going to be the reading for you. If you're a cross watcher and you want to know what's going on with the Sagittarian in your life, welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. You are, this is your stack. I'm being told that all of these are for you guys. Okay. So, yeah, if this is your first time coming through, definitely appreciate it. You could have been anywhere, but you decided to be here with Ascend Starship, and you appreciate it once again, right? So this is intended for Virgo season, right? But we know that the universe does not have a clock, so this could definitely happen anytime throughout Virgo season, or anytime we have these energetic lines up again. So therefore, take what resonates with you and leave what does not, right? So what's going on this Virgo season, right? So this is, of course, Virgo. Virgo is all about more like a feminine type of energy, right? It's more like, time to like analyze, like look deeper in on what is actually going on. It's definitely an earth sign, so it has a lot to do with things that are physical in nature, money, finance, health, our bodies, things of that nature. We're actually at a point where we are being practical and allowing spirit to come in and show up, come in and show up in our actual lives, right? So it's really a time to analyze yourself, like your own wisdom, what it is that you actually know, the knowledge that you have come to have of your actual self, and being able to find that duality. Also recognizing your shadow self, the things that are actually holding you back, and keeping you from being able to achieve and do the things that you actually want to do, the things that you want to have done, recognizing your shadow self again, and those things that are holding you back from being able to achieve. And once we actually recognize those things, being able to nurture those things, being responsible for those things, making the choice and taking the action to actually change those things, so that we can nurture and manifest greater things from them, right? So all right, like I said, this is Virgo season. It's number 9. It's the completion. It's like the end of the cycle. The month is the number 9. But Virgo is actually, I want to say it's the 6th zodiac. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it's actually the 6th zodiac. So it's actually, a sign of like actually moving on as well. Recognizing our responsibilities. A lot of people maybe getting into relationships and things this month, and like realizing the love for themselves as well, because that number 6, we see that on the Lovers card, we see that on the 6 of Cups, things coming back from the past. So yeah, all of those things are definitely coming in. Another thing with Virgo season, of course, we know that this year overall is brought to us by Judas, because it's an Aquarian number, right? It's the age of Aquarius again. And now it's like, now we're at a place where we're in Virgo, and you guys know that I have this Christian background, so I kind of like to be able to relate everything like full circle, understanding that spirituality, tarot, numerology, Kabbalah, chakras, all of that stuff is actual universal language, right? No matter what your actual culture is or what language you speak according to your culture, if you're looking at the stars and you're looking at energy and you're looking at tarot and you know, you're looking at all these different aspects of spirituality or like alchemy itself, then we're all actually speaking the same language. So this is something universal, like music. So I like to be able to relate it back to like different things. So having my Christian background, understanding that not only do we have 12 zodiac signs, you know, we actually have 12 disciples, and those things are actually you know, those disciples are also representations of our actual zodiac signs, right? So this Aquarian energy is, you know, that's Judas. And if you've listened to me enough, you already know the story of Judas. It's not, you know, quite exactly how we learned it, like in church, you know, like Judas definitely had a reason for doing what it is that he did, you know, like he just didn't do it to just betray Jesus. You know, him and Jesus had a conversation, and he didn't like the stuff he found out about Jesus, you know, so he didn't want anyone else to fall for the boo-boo. So, you know, he went and he told the people on Jesus. That's you know, that's that story. But when we're dealing with Virgo, we're actually dealing with Philip, you know, the disciple Philip. And I have to be honest with you, before I actually started looking into this, I had no idea who the disciple Philip was or what role Philip played. But one thing that Philip did do, right, and this is all related to Virgo season, right, and the energies and the understanding that you actually want to come to when we are dealing with Virgo season. So Philip basically he was originally with John the Baptist, right? So he decided to leave John the Baptist and he started following Jesus, right? He became a disciple for Jesus. And then once he became a disciple for Jesus, like, you know, he enjoyed his discipleship. So he went and he told his friend, Bartholomew. He told Bartholomew about Jesus. Like, yo, Bartholomew, like, I know, you know, I was out here and I was hanging out with John, right? But John put me on to his cousin, you know, his homeboy Jesus, and, you know, like now we walk around here, you know, he's teaching me all this stuff, and I'm going and I'm spreading the word in these different places, but this word that I'm spreading is actually coming from Jesus. Like, Bartholomew, come with me. Like, let me show you who Jesus is right quick. And that's what happened. You know, he introduced Bartholomew to Jesus, right? And then not only did he do that, remember when Jesus, you know, fed the 5,000? Like, well, he just didn't pull all that stuff out of nowhere. You know, of course, we know that Jesus in the Bible, he performed miracles, but he actually had to get an understanding of how he was going to feed all 5,000 of those people. It wasn't like, you know, he came with a grain of rice and was like, oh, I'm about to feed all 5,000 of them. No, when it was time to actually do that, it was Philip that stepped in, right? And Philip was like, yo, Jesus is like, this 5,000 people, like, how we going to feed all these people? We got to figure this out. So Jesus said, all right, Philip, sit down and figure it out. And Philip was happy. He sat down and he figured it out, how everybody was going to get a portion of food and everybody was going to be hungry. And then Jesus fed the 5,000 because Philip had did the math. He sat there, he figured everything out. He had analyzed it, you know, like that little baby right there going to need that much, and then that man right there, he a little bit bigger, so he might need that much, you know. But then everybody going to eat, right? Okay. And not only did he do that, right? So at the Last Supper, you know, Philip came to Jesus and was like, Jesus, you know, because Jesus had just told him, you know, I'm going off to prepare a house, you know, to my father's house. You know, I'm going to prepare a house for y'all. And so Philip was like, you know, like, Jesus, you want to prepare a house with your father's house? Like, well, let me see your daddy. Like, tell your daddy to come holler at me. Where your daddy at, Jesus? And then Jesus was like, well, Philip, you see me, you see my daddy. Bill, there we go. Anybody who has seen me has seen my father. You know, so Philip, not that he was a challenger, or not that he was one that criticized, which, you know, that can also be a thing with Virgo, but he was also able to, break things down. You know, he wanted to see the small parts, the details. That's what he was able to do. And that's pretty much what Virgo season actually brings to us, you know, being able to break those things down. Now, with you, Sagittarius, during this Virgo season, although you are very intellectual like Virgos, and you also like to use your mind, you don't require as much order as Virgo does, right? Like, you know, like where Virgo wants to sit down and figure it out, like Sagittarius is like, nope, take it off. That looks extravagant. That looks fun. That's big. That's excitement. Let's go. Instead of sitting down and figure it out, Sagittarius dives head in and does it. And that's fine. That's how you work. That's not a problem at all. All right. So that is Virgo season. I hope I sending love and light for this entire season for you all. But yeah, let's go ahead and now that we are off of Virgo seasons into Virgo's energy, y'all, these readings here are a little longer than the readings that I usually do, which is probably why I originally just started doing short readings and not like giving this like full in-depth background thing. But yeah, anyway, I like for you guys to know the knowledge. I feel like the more you know, like the better you're able to like handle and work with the energy and able to recognize like when the energy is actually happening in your life, right? So anyway, here we go. We have, you guys are coming in as the High Priestess. And with this High Priestess energy, like, first of all, the High Priestess is duality, right? Like, she's emotion, but she is also duality. So it's the masculine and the feminine energy that actually comes together, and it tries to find and locate that balance. It's like being able to trust your intuition. It's being able to go inside and see who you are. Like, you know, it's potential that you have in yourself that has yet to be explored. It's potential that has yet to show and like manifest itself. It's like things being revealed to you. Now, for some of you, this could very well be a reconciliation or improvement or reunion in an actual relationship. You know, things are able to come together, because the thing is, like, you know, you have the B and the J, you know, that's back there on those columns, but it's like, it's not black and white, it's black and gray. So it's like things being able to actually come together and like actually like balance itself out. It's like this High Priestess is here, and she's like actually bringing the knowledge, the things of the unknown. Like, she's sitting there and she's like holding this Torah. So it's like energy, and it's like things that you have to be able to work on, but you have to step into those things. You have to tap into that knowledge. Like, you have to find a deeper level or a deeper like wanting and passion for what it is that you actually need. It's like there's a lot of emotional baggage that you may be holding on to at this point, and it's time to release that. It's time to release the emotional baggage, and it's time to let it go. Like in this High Priestess card, like, you know, as you see, she has the cross on her chest, and to me that's like strength. That's like emotional strength. That's like heart strength, right? To be able to get through what it is that you need to have done. It's almost like the Superman with the S on his chest. But, you know, you are allowing spirit and understanding and knowledge of things unknown and things unseen to actually be able to work and find that potential. So if this is something that you've been trying your darndest to work at and to improve in your own life, like, you are actually getting those breakthroughs, like when those things happen. If you have been having issues with the High Priestess or the mother figure in your life, or females in your life, then there are breakthroughs and there are changes that are actually coming. But you actually have to be able to recognize these people as well. Okay, like you have to be accountable for the role that you have actually played in preventing the actual breakthroughs themselves as well, right? So you have the Seven of Pentacles here, and the Seven of Pentacles is all about being able to invest. Like, are you investing in the partnerships? Are you investing in the actual relationships? Are you actually investing in growth? Are you investing in prosperity? Like, are you showing up actually positive? Like, what are you initiating? Are you initiating the investment? right? Because these breakthroughs are here, but you have to be the one to be able to initiate it. It's like we can sit and we can think about all, it's just like, you know, like I actually see you like sitting and looking over everything that's been done already, like where you are, the things that you have. But it's like you have you actually taken the initiative to invest in it? Like it is time to invest in what you want so you can get that reward, like that promise that you are actually looking for. But it doesn't just happen. Like you have to work. I almost feel like Sagittarius, as much work as you have put in over the past couple of months, it's like when this breakthrough happens, like you have to make sure that you're in a position where you're actually ready for it, right? So if some of you have actually been looking for jobs or things of that nature, like the job is coming through. But you also have to realize the emotional baggage and the stagnations, the things that have held you back, right? And you have to be able to keep your eye on the prize. The Knight of Pentacles tells me that you've been working on this for a long time, especially trying to find that balance in emotion, so that you can have these breakthroughs and be able to invest in what it is that you need to invest in. It's like for a long time, your emotions were actually holding you back. The fact that you have so much going on, but you felt like you were just by yourself. And a lot of times, Sagittarius, it's not that you're by yourself, it's that you want people to see things exactly the way that you see them, or you want to be able to see things exactly the way that other people see them. And spirit is just like, it doesn't always work that way. It's not always black and white. So you take what you have, you take what you know, right? That's what this Knight of Pentacles is doing, based on the emotions, based on the things that we've been through, based on the black, the white, the gray areas, based on all this emotional baggage that we're carrying. Like, we're gonna take that knowledge and we're gonna turn it into something totally fucking different. That's what the Knight of Pentacles is doing. He is passionate about something, right? So he is taking this pillar here, right? And he is, although it is the darkness, right? Although it feels like that is just not what's going to work out, you are working towards the light. That's your breakthrough. This is the light. This is you working towards it. This is like things like actually lighting up, right? Like once you actually go through and you get and you understand the knowledge, you know, like this blue is logic, like it's mental, it's the heavens, it's like spirit speaking as well. Once you're able to go through that, the Torah, right? She's holding the book. You know, she has on Isis, like she's that mother figure, like she's knowledgeable, like she knows. So once you know better, you do better, right? So you're in your know better, do better stage, right? And that's what's going on right now. It's like you are so passionate. She took this pillar, which was her darkness, right? And she's moving on it. It's her horse now. She's moving on it. She is riding on her passions, and she got this darkness wrapped up in her passions, right? Because she's learning how to work with that energy. She's taking the knowledge that she knows and she's moving forward with it. She's not allowing it to stop. Like she's keeping her eye on the prize. And that's what you must do, Sagittarius. You have to keep your eye on the prize because it's your prize to have, right? Like you have the potential. This Nine of Pentacles is my mama, I made it card. This is success card. It's as long as you keep your eye on what it is that you want, not on what you don't want, not on the things that aren't working out, not on the relationships that aren't working out, not on the people, because those things happen. Emotions are going to happen. Like that's just life. But you have to learn how not to focus on the emotion as well, right? And analyze for yourself why things are working out the way they are or why they're working out the way they're not, right? But with this Nine of Pentacles, you can have anything that you want. Like you get an inheritance. You've been working hard. You've been moving careful. And now this is your reward. You get the money and the finance that you need. You get the help that you need. You get the balance that you need. You get the reassurance that you need. You get the love that you want. This Ace of Cups is coming in here, and that is Spirit giving you another chance. It's giving you an offer. That is Spirit saying, here, I know you need it. Take it, right? Take it. This is your new beginning. This is a new beginning in love. This is a new beginning in happiness. But you have to let go of all the sadness and regret. You have to stop holding on to it yourself, right? You have to trust spirit. Some of you may even be getting pregnant. I have to tell you that. So if you don't want kids, and I've been saying this about you for a while, Sagittarius. So if you don't want kids, be careful. Be careful. Don't believe every shitty thought you have, right? like you have to let those go. You got to focus on what you want. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. Like, have conversation, have that open communication. That's what that Ace of Cups is about as well. Having that open communication, being able to say what it is that you need to say. What the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done. You may very well be dealing with the Scorpio, because this card came up with them for. If you are waiting on the sign, that is fucking it. And it's right there with the Eight of Wands, with the breakthroughs, with things being released, with things coming in faster than you can even think about. Choosing to go forward in life. Know that you are loved, Sagittarius. Know that you are loved, okay? Like, you are here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. You can have any and everything that you want. Do not let your emotions get in the way. Do not let your lack of communication get in the way. Look at all these cards that are here, right? Let me just take these cards off the board. What's missing? What's missing, Sagittarius? What's missing? You have Pentacles, you have Wands, you have a Major Arcana, you have a Cup. What's missing? Communication. There's no communication here. Communicate what it is that you need. Your breakthrough comes with communication. All right? So I definitely hope that makes sense and it resonates. If you have not yet, please go ahead, like, subscribe, hit the bell. You don't want to miss any of our future information that is coming in. I pray you love, wisdom, and light throughout this Virgo season. I definitely appreciate you coming through and spending your most valuable currency with me, which is your time. You could have definitely been anywhere else, but you are here. You are appreciated, Sagittarius. Now go be great. I feel like this is yours, so I'm going to explain it. What's on the other side? Don't fucking force it. Allow that shit to come to you. Breakthroughs, they're yours to have. Later, Sagittarius.